autostash is probably one of my most favorite features of Git, and of course it can be used with Rebase. I'm not sure about other options, but what I know for sure is that it comes very useful whenever I'm working in a team and I want to perform a rebase, and I still don't have all of my changes in a commit. So I might not be ready to commit, I might still be working on a feature, but I want to perform a rebase at the same time. It happened several times, and I thought I would share this how I do the workflow in this video. So for that, I have prepared a small repo with a few commits, and what I'm going to do next is to create a feature branch, just as I would normally do in a project. So let's call it awesome fit. Now what I'm going to do is to add my commit here. So let's see, awesome fit. Let's perform a commit now. Right, so now I have added my commit. Now let's perform another commit on the main branch so that rebasing makes sense. So I'm going to go back to my main branch, and let's add a new file. Why not? Touch bar.js. Let's perform a commit once again. Okay, I should also add it. Why not? Okay. So now if I go back to my feature branch, rebasing would make sense. And if I do the rebase now, it would work. Let's also check that. So I'm going to rebase on main, or it's called master, whatever, and it works. Now let's suppose that we go back in time and I hadn't performed a rebase, and in order to undo these changes, I will perform a git reset hard, but with a certain commit. I think this is the commit I'm looking for. So by the way, if we take a look at the commits now, we can see that our commit has been added on top of the commit or the commits from the main branch. But we don't want to do that now. So I'll go back to the beginning. Reset hard. So if we take a look at the commit list now, we can only see our feature commit added on top of what initially was the starting point. So we've seen that if I perform a rebase now, it will work. But let's suppose that I'm working in this branch. Let's suppose that I'm working very hard on another feature. Let's call it beer.js. Let's see. Let's now add, and let's now not add a commit, but let's say that right now at this point I want to perform a rebase. If I try to do that, git rebase master, it says that it works. Okay. And it works because I think it has to be modified. Okay, let's go back to the starting point again. All right, so this is, let's suppose I don't have this one. Oh, this is Vim. I started learning Vim recently. All right, let's remove this file, and perform the changes on a file that is also part of the main branch where I started this new branch from. So let's also add here a test commit, test message. And now if I try to perform a rebase, finally it should work. I mean, it should not work, and it doesn't indeed. I think the last time it worked because that file was untracked, so it was basically very easy for Git to simply not consider it. All right, and now we see that problem I wanted to show you initially. And in order to solve this, let's say that we just want to perform the rebase and then tell Git to add our changes right away. In order to do that, we will have to provide the autostash option. If I can type, that would be great. Okay, so now the command is git rebase autostash and the branch we want to perform the rebase on, and that would be master. And now it should work. And what we ended up with now is that we still have the commit specific to this new branch applied on top of the branches on top of the commits from the master branch, but at the same time we still have our modified files in place. So I think this is a great feature that Git has, and it is very useful, especially when you are working on a large project and especially when you don't feel ready to perform a commit. Of course, you can do that and then do maybe some resets, but I think this is the best way to achieve that thing. All right, so I guess that's all for today, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.